Well, hello there and welcome back to the Hull City Fan Central YouTube channel, where today I do have some news to discuss with you. And that news is the fact that Callum will be leaving Hull City as of now, as of the end of the season. And we are in that end of the season period now. All games being played, so Callum does not have another game at Hull City. He did miss out the Luton final game. The news was broadcast before that game, but he did not play in that game. And resulting in leaving the club beforehand. So I'm just going to go over some of the key moments from Callum time in East Yorkshire, and then follow that up with a little bit of information about where Hull City could develop that left-back position from this moment forwards, as it will be a point to look forward to into the summer transfer window and into the pre-season friendlies. So Callum he did play 137 games recorded for the club, maybe a few more, a few less, and that is just a rough gauge for his time. He did score one goal during that time. I believe that was during the COVID season at the MKM Stadium. I believe it was quite a rocket, if I'm not mistaken. So, only one goal for Callum at the club, but you don't really expect much from left-back. He was more there as his defensive positioning and also running down the wing, grabbing a few assists along the way. So, Callum position at left-back does leave a little bit of a void. We have had a bit of trouble this season with that left-back position. Obviously, Jacob Greaves filling in for Callum when he either wasn't fit enough or when he was preferred to be picked under Jacob Greaves. So Jacob Greaves could fill in that left-back position, but towards the end of the season, we did see him return back to his normal centre-back position and Callum fill in, and that's the lineup that I think worked the best, because Jacob Greaves, yes, he does like to get forwards, but down that left-hand side produces a few worries, as sometimes he refuses to come back, and especially in that left-back position, you do want your full-backs to A, be able to get up, but B, be able to come back down. And Jacob Greaves didn't really provide that too much in that full-back position. I prefer him definitely as a centre-half, or maybe even playing as a centre-half in sort of a back three scenarios. We saw a few moments within Liam Rosina's master plan alongside Sean McLaughlin and Alfie Jones, and that worked quite nicely, that sort of back three, then allowing the two wing-backs to push on, helping up with the attack, and I think that worked nicely. But that left-back position has been a lingering one, and I think Liam Rosina's been working through this one very, very good. Of course, Brandon Fleming went out on loan in January, and everyone was like, why has he gone out on loan? Surely we need him, as we don't really have a left-back person to play, really. And he played quite well last season, Brandon Fleming. He just missed out on the start of this season due to injury. And I now see why Liam Rosina may have sent him out on loan, to gain up some match experience to replace Callum. Yes, Brandon Fleming's contract is in a little bit of negotiation at the moment, as I think a few clubs are sort of sniffing around him due to what he's produced on loan. But I don't see any reason why Hull City can't keep hold of him for at least one more season. He's a local lad. He's very, very young of age. I think he's like 21 maybe, something around that ballpark. And he is quite a good left back. He can get forwards as we like, and we can get back, which is something that Jacob Greaves doesn't provide in that left back position. And then if you want to adopt it back to a three back with the two full backs getting forwards more rather than tracking back, he has been doing that on loan at Oxford United for the last half of the season. He was playing as sort of a left mid in that sort of scenario, coming off the bench and also starting in that position, playing quite well and being adored by some of the Oxford fans for doing so. I would like to see Brandon Fleming taking a bit more of a principal role within this Hull City lineup. I would like to see him taking a bit more principal role within that left-back position with Callum absence. I think this could be a big moment for Brandon Fleming to shine at the club, as he did do last season. Not really had the chance this season with the injury and the loan out. But it could be a good season for Brandon Fleming. It could be a good season for the entirety of that Hull City defence under Liam Rosina, as we had the fourth best defensive record under Liam Rosenior. Before that, it was the worst in the league. So it is looking up for the Hull City defence. It's looking up for Brandon Fleming, and it's most of all looking up for that left-back position as we say goodbye to Callum Elder after his many years in East Yorkshire, his one title win with us that League One COVID season. So we thank you, Callum Elder, for all you have done for the club. Hope you have the best future wherever your endeavours take you, whether that be in England or abroad. And most importantly, make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss any more Hull City news and content. So we have plenty more content coming out, and there's a few more absences I'll be posting out in just a couple of minutes.